Okay, so we're still coloring in our mermaid. We've finished coloring in her flesh tones, and like I said, you can let it dry in places and kind of go over it again with the pen, giving it some definition, giving her some definition on her skin tone, like creating shadows. You don't have to do any of this, but you know, it's just a technique that some of the artists do. So if you could see that, we're kind of just giving her some kind of texture to her skin tone. So this is with our brown pen. You might also want to kind of just go over and blend with some gold, you know, give her some gold tones as well. And with her hair, you can decide, do you want what color you want her hair to be. Her hair can be any color you want it to be. I might choose black for the outline of her hair. Might just kind of go in waves here. She has such nice wavy hair. Kind of go over that with black pen. And you could decide, you might want to color it all in. You know, color it in and give her jet black hair, that's fine. I might do that. Just go in circular motions. I might leave like a little bit of the underneath color showing, just to kind of give her some depth right there. And what we'll do too is that we'll start to, because we're starting to lose that pencil outline, so we could take our pen, our black pen, and lightly, if you're comfortable, define, go over those pencil lines. And straighten out anything that you feel like needed some more definition. So we're straightening out our arm, we got her waist, right there. You know, you can give details to her breasts. You can even start to go over her tail now with the black, just outlining it in black if you wanted to. You don't have to. You can outline it in a different color. I just started to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and finish outlining her in black wherever the pen was, defining her tail. So there we go. See how she's beginning to take shape. Okay. So now maybe I can add a little bit of highlights to her hair. Remember how I kind of left some of those? I can highlight with some of the brown. There we go. There we go. Just giving her some highlights. Nothing, you know, crazy. But it's you see how it's adding depth to her. So, and it, you know, because it's pretty flat, pretty piece. So now here's the fun part. You get to decide how you want her tail to look. What colors are going to be in her tail. Purple is calling me. So we might want to start off, and we're going to layer. We're going to do a lot of layering here. So when I think of fish and mermaids, I think of scallops, scales. So this is my loose version of scales. I just start drawing these like loose versions of W's, connected W's, if you want to think of it that way. If you really need to know is she drawing, this is connected W's. And just draw them, connect it from one side of her tail to the other. Don't worry about the direction. Don't worry about doing everything right. Just keep it going. You see me? I'm not even like doing it even. Some of it's kind of running out of space. Just keep it going. If you want them to be smaller or larger, you could do that. And then maybe I want to define the end of her fin a little bit with some of this purple. This is just the first layer. So we got purple. Then I'm thinking, gosh, you know, green, something bright and defining. So what about we go back through here and we just, these gel pens are great for just creating dots. I like a lot of like detailed work. It starts when you start getting into doing a lot of little tiny dots. This is where you can find yourself just beginning to relax and get into the flow of your work. You're not really thinking about anything. This is art meditation at its best. You're kind of just allowing yourself to draw, to feel the motion of your pen, and you're just connecting the dots, repetitive movements. It creates like this clearing of the mind. And you're not doing anything but just following a pattern. It's like doodling in a way, but doodling with a purpose. We're creating her nice tail. So there we go. We're creating this beautiful tail with purple and green. Purple and green. There we go. So we're done with that, and maybe I want to add some of that green in between the purple there. And we've got even more room to color more with it. What about something that's real sparkly and shiny, like our gold pen? We can go back through there and just kind of do more scallops in between there. Don't worry if you're covering up anything. It's kind of like a layering process. So just go and create scallops right underneath the purple scallops that we just did. We're not worrying about getting the green dots, covering the green dots with the gold. Don't worry about that. Because what you're going to start to see is that we're starting to layer. And we're creating these nice, really cool layers. And there we go. And then we might want to just take our gold pen and go right in there. Okay, you see where that's going? She has this like iridescent quality to her. Now if we want to even get a little bit deeper and go some other, maybe another deep color, we can also do that. Some more dots in between there. And this is just simply what we call this is layering. You just keep layering until you find something that you like. And you say, oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm done doing this. So you're layering without any kind of particular thought in mind. You're just giving her more dots, more layers of color. And there we go. Now I like to give her some, you know, spiritual dimension. So I love to create like a little swirl on her belly, her womb space. And maybe I'll connect it all the way up to her third eye. So that's what I'll do. You don't have to do that. You can leave your mermaid however you want to. But I created like a little kind of like spiritual, my own spiritual symbol for her. You can do whatever you'd like. Maybe we want to take another color and give her a necklace. Dots for a necklace. You can give her dots for a bracelet. You can get as detailed as you want. I don't create faces, like I said, but if some people want to create a face, go ahead and create a face. This is your mermaid shrine, so you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I feel like I'm in a good space with this. I'm ready to see if my gesso's dry and ready for me to paint over it. So my mermaid is done. Yay!